This is the surprise lawsuit of the year. Cassie has filed a $30 million lawsuit against Diddy. I'm looking at my notes over here to make sure I get all of the facts of this case correct. Diddy's ex, Cassie, accuses him of rape, sex trafficking, domestic violence in a new lawsuit. The singer Cassie has filed a bombshell lawsuit against former boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs, alleging that the music mogul raped and sex trafficked her over the course of an abusive 10 years. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, filed a complaint against Combs, who's 54, on Thursday in New York, claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking that included a 2018 rape after she tried to leave him and multiple instances of domestic violence. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in the relationship, she said in a statement. With the expiration date of New York Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. That is a statement from Cassie. In a statement to People, Combs' lawyer, Ben Brafman, denied the allegation, which he called offensive and outrageous. Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offenses and outrageous allegations. Ms. Ventura's demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail, Brafman said. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. In response, Cassie's attorney, Douglas Wigdor, said in a statement, Mr. Combs offered Ms. Ventura 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit. She rejected his efforts and decided to give a voice to all women who suffer in silence. Ms. Ventura should be applauded for her bravery. Reps for Cassie did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Also in the complaint, they go into the story of how Diddy met Cassie. It says that they met in 2005 when she was 19 and he was 37, and that he initially started off as like a father figure because she had a boyfriend at the time and he was dating Kim Porter, but then he allegedly began to pursue a relationship with her in 2007 and she agreed to go out with him. She said that he began giving her copious amounts of drugs, which became a painful struggle with drug and alcohol abuse, and also paid for her house and a car. She said all aspects of her life were controlled by Mr. Combs or his management company. Combs allegedly exhibited uncontrollable rage, often and frequently beat Miss Ventura savagely. Violence, she claimed, was witnessed by many of the people he employed. The complaint says that after instances of violence, Combs would often hide Ventura in hotels for days at a time to let her bruises heal, as a means of covering up the attacks. Like a 2009 encounter in which he allegedly stomped on her face, then forced her to hole up in a hotel room for a week. She found herself becoming numb to the abuse she was experiencing and became entirely beholden to Mr. Combs' demands. And the complaint just goes on and on. To say that this is a bombshell lawsuit is not an overstatement. The information in this complaint is just over the top. I wonder how Diddy is going to get himself out of this. The 1-year window to bring this case under this law, which is the Adult Survivor Act, ends next week. So it'll be interesting to see what the outcome of this lawsuit is. And I know you can't believe everything you read and hear, but I'm really feeling for Cassie, and I hope that she gets the outcome that she wants from this whole situation. And I hope that her current marriage is a lot different than her last relationship. If you like this content, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.